First exercise is a all-four belly lift. You're on your hands and knees. Your knees will be hip width apart, toes tucked under. It's a little bit narrower. That's perfect. And have you just shift your shoulders over your arms. That's perfect. So we'll start with a posterior pelvic tilt. So you're going to tuck your tailbone down. That's perfect right there. So you should feel your side ab walls engage. And then the second part, you're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, shift your ribcage up towards the ceiling. So you shift your ribcage up towards the ceiling, and you're going to hold that position for 5 breaths. The goal is to keep the front of your body closed, your core closed, and you're breathing into the space between your shoulder blades. So Nikita, take a deep inhale in through your nose. Pause and a long active exhale out through your mouth, engaging your core as you breathe out. Keep your core engaged, and you're going to direct your inhale through your nose into that space between your shoulder blades. A long exhale. That's perfect. Pause. Deep breath in. So you should feel your breath expanding the back of your body. And one more. Breathe in. And exhale, relax. So we're doing the all-four belly lift with left hand reach. You're on your hands and knees with your toes tucked under. You're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, give me a slight pelvic tilt, tailbone to the floor. Breathe in. Next exhale, you're going to shift your ribcage up towards the ceiling. And you're going to hold that position. Really push your right hand into the floor. Breathe in. As you breathe out, keeping that position, you're going to reach your left arm forward. Really reach. So you're breathing in, opening, expanding the front of your left rib cage and the back of your right rib cage. As you breathe out, push your right hand into the floor and engage your right ab wall. A deep inhale. Open up the left rib cage. As you exhale, push that right hand into the floor like you're pushing the floor away from you. And relax. So we're doing the all-four belly lift with right hand reach. So on your hands and knees, toes tucked under. You're going to give me a pelvic tilt. Breathe in, and your next exhale, shift your ribcage up towards the ceiling. And you're pushing your left hand into the floor. Your next inhale, you're going to reach your right hand forward. We're going to hold this for 5 breaths. You're breathing in, expanding that right ribcage, that right side's opening up. As you breathe out, push that left hand into the floor like you're pushing the floor away from you. Breathe in, have that right ribcage expand. Reach, it's a good reach. Exhale, really push the floor away from you with your left hand. One more cycle. Inhale. And relax. Let's go back to child's pose. So we're doing the all-four belly lift with left arm pull back. So you're on your hands and knees, toes tucked under. You're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, you're going to tilt your tailbone, so pelvic tilt. You should feel your abs engage when you do that. Breathe in. As you breathe out, you're going to shift your ribcage up towards the ceiling. And you're going to hold that position. Push your right hand into the floor. Your next inhale, you're going to draw your left elbow up towards the ceiling, opening up the front of that left rib cage. And we're holding that position. And you're going to breathe in. You should feel air expanding into the front of the left rib cage and the back of your right rib cage. As you breathe out, push that right hand into the floor. Feel your right abs engage. Breathe in. Open up that left rib cage. Exhale. Push the floor away from you with your right hand. One more. Breathe in. Feel that breath open you up. As you exhale, engage that right rib cage, right ab wall, and push the floor away from you. So then all four belly lift with right arm pull back. So you're on all fours, toes tucked under. You're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, you're going to give me your pelvic tilt. Breathe in. Next exhale, you're going to shift your ribcage up towards the ceiling, spreading your shoulder blades apart. Hold that position. Push your left hand into the floor. Your next inhale, you're going to draw that right elbow back up towards the ceiling. And you're breathing in to the front of your right rib cage. As you breathe in, imagine a balloon underneath your rib cage, and that's expanding. As you breathe out, push your left hand into the floor. Engage your left ab wall. Breathe in. You may feel your body shifting a little bit to your base hand. Again, breathe out, engage your left ab wall. In through your nose, feel that right ribcage expand. Your left upper back open up. The next exhale, bring the right hand to the floor and go into child's pose. This is the all four belly lift with the rock back. So you're gonna be on your hands and knees hip width apart. Your toes will not be tucked under. Same, so breathe in. As you breathe out, give me a pelvic tilt. Hold that position. Breathe in. Next exhale, push the floor away from you and shift your ribcage up towards the ceiling. And we're going to hold that position. Your next inhale, you're going to rock your hips back down towards your heels. And then as you breathe out, you're going to shift back up. So your shoulders end up directly over your hands. Breathe in, rock back. As you breathe out, think about pulling the mat back towards you. So it's an active pullback. Always finishing with your hands directly, your shoulders directly above your hands. Breathe in, shift back. Active grounded hands. Breathe out, shift back into all fours. Let's do one more. So you're getting a nice stretch through your low back. Breathe in, expansion through your upper back. And exhale, active core. And relax into child's pose. Okay, so we're doing the supine series. You're going to be on your back. Have your feet hip width, just a little bit narrower, Nikita. So you're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, push your feet into the floor and use your hamstrings to tilt your tailbone off the floor. Your low back stays on the floor, so just the tailbone comes off. So you're going to hold that position. You should feel your low back pushing into the floor, just the tailbone comes off. Keep pushing your feet into the floor. Breathe in. On the next exhale, you're going to reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Try and get straight up. Try and get your shoulders off the floor. That's good. So the reach shifts your ribcage down towards the floor and down towards your hips. So you should feel your core engage more, your hamstrings working. We're going to hold that position. So breathe in within your ribcage. Don't let your belly expand. Exhale, engage your core. We're going to keep your core tight. Breathe in within your ribcage. As you exhale, reach up. Breathe in. On the exhale, push your feet into the floor. Feel your hamstrings engage. Feel your obliques engage. One more. And relax. You're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, push your feet in the floor and use your hamstrings to tilt your tailbone off the floor. Keep your low back pushing into the floor. You're going to breathe in. Next exhale, you're going to reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Remember, the reach always shifts your ribcage down towards the floor and connects it to your pelvis. You're going to keep your right hand reaching up. Breathe in. On the exhale, you're going to open your left arm down towards the floor, out to the side, palm facing down. As you breathe in, you're going to expand, breathe into that left rib cage. As you exhale, reach your right hand up and push your right foot into the floor. So the right side of your body is closed. The front of your left is open, and so directing air into that left rib cage. Exhale, reach that right hand up towards the ceiling. Feel the right abs engage. Breathe in, imagine there's a balloon underneath that left rib cage. Expand and stretch the body from the inside out. As you exhale, reach. One more breath. Breathe in. This exhale, imagine your lungs are a sponge and you're squeezing that sponge with your left rib cage. And really get that rib cage to move. And relax. So this is a supine twist. So you're going to drop your knees to your left. You're going to make sure your knees are stacked, hips are stacked. And you're going to breathe in. On the next exhale, you're reaching your left arm up towards the ceiling. Just try and get that shoulder off the floor. Perfect. It's a full reach. So that reach closes your left side. The next inhale, you're going to breathe in, opening up your right rib cage. As you exhale, reach that left hand up for the ceiling. Keep the left hand reaching up and breathe in, open up that right rib cage. Imagine the balloon expanding. As you exhale, close the rib cage. Imagine it's a sponge underneath the ribs. You're trying to squeeze everything out of that sponge. Breathe in, rib cage expand. Exhale, reach the left hand up. Next inhale, think about reaching that right hand away. And the reach stretches you from the outside. The breath stretches you from the inside out. One more breath. And relax. So in the supine twist, and this time you're going to drop your knees to your right. Remember again, feet stacked, knees stacked. You're going to breathe in, and your next exhale, you're going to reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Reach that shoulder up off the floor. Feel your right abs engage. And now you're breathing into your left side. Exhale, reach up. Reach your right hand up. Next inhale, as you expand that left rib cage, reach your left hand away from your body. And one more cycle. It's a good exhale. Breathe in. Exhale, reach right hand up and left hand away. And